So thanks everyone, and for the confirmation about the slides and all. So it's great to connect and welcome to the session. So I am Tamal Roy, and I am an alumni of NIT Durgapur, and then I have done my MBA from FMS Delhi, University of Delhi, Faculty of Management Studies, and I have completed my executive education from Indian School of Business, Hyderabad. So I have overall 17 years of experience of working in multiple conglomerates like Reliance, Airtel, and different manufacturing and building material firms, leading various national roles in the field of digital transformation, implementation of AI, then a lot of implementation projects for SAP in different modules, change management in terms of from SAP to S4HANA. So I worked with all these conglomerates for the last 17 years. And currently, I'm working as a independent consultant, and I'm associated, and I'm one of the renowned trainer in this SAP and AI field. And in this today's session, I'll share like how you can benefit. What are the topics that you will be going to learn if you pursue this course? Because see, nowadays everybody is hearing about AI and everything. So what is AI and how this is going to change your life wherever you are working in your organization. And if you are working currently in the SAP domain, you must be feeling the heat that okay, from your organization you are doing a lot of certifications there. You might be working in SAP SD, you might be working in SAP FICO and all. But sooner or later, within 3 to 4 months, you will also get to see that there is a lot of influx of AI into the SAP domain as well, which means that until and unless you are sure, you are confident about the topics and the knowledge about how AI is integrated in the SAP domain, your job role will be at stake. So that is why this course would actually help you to gain knowledge about how basics of AI programming like Python, LLMs, we all know. If you are from the technical background, you would be knowing what is Python, what are the different small LLMs and large language models, small language models, what are the different co-pilot models, what is agentic AI, what is generative AI, everything. So this course or this session is actually will help you to understand the concepts of AI, how in your organizational daily life, how you can implement the various aspects of AI, what are the different applications that you can use in your personal life as well as. Plus, through SAP AI, you will get to know that what are the different features like SAP Joule is one of them, which is an inbuilt AI feature of SAP. Whatever work you are doing in SAP, how the amalgamation of AI is going to help you to do your SAP coding or SAP programming, whether you are into the technical or whether you are into the functional aspects of SAP. Very soon, you are going to need the help of application and integration of SAP with AI. So this course will greatly help you to understand, to realize that what are the benefits and how you can, gain knowledge, how you can take value addition through this course. So this is the right place where you are currently in. So I'll take you through the what you are going to learn. I'll take you through the trailer of the movie that you are going to watch for the next 35 days if you enroll for this course. So see, we all talk about generative AI and agentic AI, right? Nowadays, this is one of the hot topics in the market. So basically, what is generative and what is an agentic? Throughout my career, extensive career, what you have understood that most of the companies, see, the basic fact is 85 to 90% of the organization nowadays run their business operations in SAP. No companies operate on Tally, right? You all might, if some of you might be working on SAP, so you know that mostly all the companies data, whatever they are procuring, the manufacturing data, whatever they are manufacturing, any data, any information, the most critical aspect, the most critical platform where it is getting stored is SAP, because it is user friendly, and the most important part is it is secured and it is user based authentication, which means that accounts person will not be able to access the details which is there, which is available for a marketing person or for a commercial person or for a sales person. So it is completely secured. So then why AI is important? to be integrated with SAP, and what are the difference between a generative AI and an agentic AI. So whenever you, I'm sure that most of you would be using Chat GPT or Gemini or Microsoft Copilot in your day-to-day life, say for building your resume or replying to even a mail. Nowadays, people are moving towards using Copilots for even drafting a mail because it is much more user-friendly, because it is generating a content for you. See, if we as a human being write a email or a content or a program, we'll use only our brain. But what a copilot does, it actually amalgamates all the universal data which is there. If you know that what is the LLM or what does Python do? So Python is basically a programming language which is generating a lot of content, which is helping you to build a lot of code, lot of interfaces, which helps you to execute certain job. So generative AI is one type of AI which is helping you to create a lot of content such as text. It can be an audio or video. If you see nowadays we spend a lot of time on our handheld device or mobile to watch reels. And if you see in the reels, many of the reels nowadays are generated by AI. So how is it done? So generative AI is running in the background, which is creating all these images, which is creating all these videos. And I'm sure all of you must have observed that if you search for, suppose for this program, if you have searched for SAP AI program, so obviously you would be receiving lot of input, lot of marketing promotions from all the institutes who are offering SAP AI course. Okay. So whenever it learns the pattern, it recognizes the interest of the end user. That is why it generates a certain content, certain information within its brain or within its data storage, which is actually showing to the end user. So generative AI is simply it is generating certain contents, and it is using LLMs. Throughout this course, we will learn about what is an LLM, what is the difference between small language models, what is the difference between large language models. We will also learn about an interesting concept about human within AI loop and AI within a human loop, which means that whether the agents, the agentic AI or the generative AI, are they controlling us or are we controlling them? What is the process? What are the different platforms which you are using in SAP are governed by the AI tools and which are automatically generated. So all these differences we'll be learning throughout this course. Now, what is an agentic AI? So what is an agent? Agent is something which helps you to do certain job, right? So agentic AI refers to certain systems which can plan and decide and do certain tasks, execute certain tasks on behalf of you. Okay, where the human intervention is minimized. For example, nowadays, I'm sure you would be receiving calls from banks, and many of those calls are automated. You are not actually speaking to a particular human agent, right? You are speaking to a certain agent which has been fed into the system after analyzing lot of thousands and lakhs of human interactions. The system has been fed with this information, which means, for example, if you are asking for a personal loan, the agentic AI system already knows what to offer to you. If you are looking for a car loan, the agentic AI system knows that what do I need to respond to the end user if he is asking about car loan. So the system automatically recognizes the need of the user, and it is the system, the brain of that system is already inbuilt with the features, inbuilt with the capabilities that is already inside it. So agentic AI system, one example is chatbot. Many travel agencies, many banking system, many organizations have already implemented this chatbot system. Okay, even in the WhatsApp chats, whenever using like ICICI Bank, Shopper Stop, all these retail companies, they have already implemented this automated chatbot, which means that they are minimalizing the intervention of a human entity into the system. Always, all of you remember that any process change, you are experienced people, you must have observed in your organization that there are a lot of cases that the process is being changed. So always remember that any process change is driven by certain factors. First one is obviously cost optimization. So if any organization is implementing AI into the SAP, obviously it's thinking of saving certain costs. You might say that, but with the implementation of AI, it will definitely incur a cost. Definitely, it will incur a cost. But in the long term, if you see the kind of removal of human intervention you can do by implementing AI is huge. Nowadays, you must have heard about companies like Accenture, Deloitte, and many companies are doing layoffs. Why are they doing so? Majorly due to their reduction in the projects. That is obviously a reason that is they are doing. Plus, with the implementation of this Claude and Perplexity and all these agentic AI systems, companies are going away with the coders, the technology persons, because these chatbots, these AI systems, these LLM systems are capable enough to write codes which is much more accurate, which is with zero errors, because and also the cost is lower, because once you implement it in your system, you can just scale it. It's hugely scalable. Consider a situation where five coders or testers are working, and the company simply implements one agentic AI system which does the same job. So it's an one-time installation that needs to be done by the company within the system, and that's it. They can go away with those five coders or five testers. So this is the reason why you must learn that what AI can do. See, definitely AI will not take up anyone's jobs, right? Because AI system also needs to be fed that what it has to do. But definitely, if you are capable enough to handle, to guide, to navigate the tools, AI tools in your everyday life, then you can be a champion. And through this course, you will get to understand that what are the tools which, if implemented, integrated with SAP, I can use in my office, I can use in my projects, I can do much better than my colleagues, so that my work get recognized and I become a certified person that yes, I know this job. So you will be much better placed when it comes to your appraisal and promotion. So this course will definitely train you on how to apply all these logics, all these technologies in your day-to-day life. Now, as I was saying, that what is an agentic AI do? It is an autonomous decision making. How does it do it? Because an agentic AI system or automatically is fed by 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh plus inputs from various, suppose in the healthcare sector. If how why the companies are implementing AI in SAP in healthcare? For example, one patient goes to Apollo Hospital, right? And if the patient is diagnosed with certain symptoms, say A, B, and C, these are the symptoms from different tests have been diagnosed for that patient. So Apollo system, they will use this SAP AI system, and from the historical data, from the patient's data of 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 plus patients whom they have treated in their hospitals, they will try to identify that, okay, if any patient is generating these A, B, and C symptoms, what is the disease he is most probably going to face in the short term. So these agentic AI system, these AI capabilities is actually helping healthcare industries a lot, so that you can prevent cancer, you can prevent lot of diseases which are life threatening. So this is the way all these companies, for example, in the banking sector, they are doing lot of fraud detection using this SAP AI system. How? Because the pattern of the calling, the pattern of the user is clearly identifiable. They know they have fed the system, the AI system, with 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs plus user details, that this if the user is reacting or acting this way, this is the most probable output. And it's not like you and me are sitting on an Excel sheet and we are doing filters and finding out the pattern. It is a system which is doing the pattern analysis, the text analysis, the semantic analytics, the emotional intelligence analytics, and telling the company that, okay, out of this 1 lakh user, these are the 5,000 users who are most probably going to default. So in those cases, the company is taking corrective actions. So these are the new developments in the AI field, which you must learn. Okay. Now, this is the basic difference between an generative and agentic AI system. Next, we'll go to, how SAP is being integrated with the AI. If you see this chart, so in this chart on the left, there is a image which tells you that what are the components of an SAP AI system. So ERP, you must be working on certain ERP systems, certain CRM systems on day-to-day life. If you're working on SAP, you would know that what is a SAP Analytics Cloud. If you see on the top left, SAP Analytics Cloud is nothing but a data lake wherein you can just, whatever data you are procuring, you can just store it. You can store it in CSV format, Excel format, flat files, in PDF format. It can fetch data from a CRM file. It can fetch data from an ERP file. So it is a data lake, which says that a data lake is capable of extracting any set of data from any source, and it has the capability to integrate between multiple sources of data. And in the data lake, you can just write your command. For example, if you're working for a company where the CEO wants a dashboards in the morning, the top management wants a dashboards in the morning to find out what is the revenue movement, what is the sales movement for my organization. So he's not going to open one Excel sheet from the email, and he's not going to put a filter and find out that what is the sales movement. He just wants one dashboard, simple dashboards. So this SAP Analytics Cloud, which is an integration between the SAP and AI, is has a built-in feature which can create lot of charts, lot of graphs, and it can create all those graphs by extracting data from multiple sources. It has that capability. So as a developer, you can just build that SAP capability into the system, SAP Analytics Cloud, and you can just upload database like anything. For example, if you are using Perplexity or Gemini or ChatGPT, right? We upload, say, one image in JPEG format, we upload one document in PDF format, and we upload certain documents in PPT format. You can just ask it that give me a summarized version in one pager format, which he can present to the management or which is usable for me in my personal day-to-day life. So what ChatGPT does, the LLM is trained in such a way that it can recognize, it can understand the JPEG, the PDF, the PPT format individually, and it can extract the information, the relevant information which is requested by you, and put it into a one-pager document and just throw it to you. It is that simple. So similarly, SAP Analytics Cloud is an internal AI-based system which helps you to dump the data, to analyze the data from it. For example, if you are working, so if you are developing, if you are in the technical field, if you are developing certain tools, then in SAP Analytics Cloud, you need to enable it so that, say, for example, the client is Tata Motors. So the sales head, Pan India sales head of Tata Motors, in the morning, he'll just write, give me top 5 selling cars in the states of Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Telangana and Haryana. So he'll just write it like whatever you can write in ChatGPT, and he will get the results. So this SAP Analytics Cloud has that feature. It's the same thing. ChatGPT, what is the, so you can ask that what is the difference between a ChatGPT? I can just upload the files in ChatGPT and get the similar result. ChatGPT is a open source data, right? It's in open environment. It's not a closed, but SAP Analytics Cloud, you can create your cloud system. It is always on-premise data, which is secured by the internal security systems of an organization. It is an on-premise. It's not a cloud, external cloud. So I'm sure that you all of you understand the difference between an on-premise and a cloud storage. So cloud storage is basically Google Cloud, AWS, Azure. All these are examples of the cloud system. So in cloud, if you make it public, suppose if you are uploading your CV, your resume, okay, in the chat GPT, so definitely 100% is accessible in the public domain. But if you are working in your Microsoft Copilot in your organization, that is a secure data. So whatever you are uploading, any documents or any processes in your within your internal organization's Copilot, that is completely secured by the server wherever you are working. So the difference between that any LLM like GPTs like Chat GPT or Perplexity or Gemini and SAP Analytics Cloud is that it is much more secured and it contains all your entire data of your organization. So why you must learn that why SAP and AI integration is required. For example, your client is say Pepsi, and you know that during summer season the manufacturing needs to ramp up, because definitely during summer the demand for cold drinks goes higher, right? So you know that from your SAP data, it will sorry, from your SAP data you will get to know that what is the sales during summer period for the last 5 years, right? You will know that okay, in 2021 we have sold 100 bottles, in 2022 we have sold 125, 2023 you have sold 90. This way you can have data, sales data of last 5 years. But how AI can help you, right? So with the integration of AI, you will get to know that how much the industry is selling. And that is very, very important, because if you are predicting that how much sales I am going to do, whether it is as per the industry growth or not, that is very much important, right? Whether we are going into the right direction as per the sales or not is very important. So this AI integrated with SAP will give you much more information backed data. So if you know how to integrate this AI with SAP and how to work on it, it will be much, much, much beneficial for your company, for your profile, for your career ahead. Some of you would be knowing about database management if you are working in IT. So we had different database like Oracle and all. Then machine learning and deep learning, generative AI, AI agents and automation. So if you know that what is the basis of creating one AI agent which can help me, companies have developed a system which is, they are giving you an option to create your replica. Many companies are doing that. It's like already in the testing phase. So you can have your own AI, agentic AI, right, which will help you to reply over your mails, to reply over your WhatsApp chats, to work as a social media manager for you. So suppose if you feel like I need to post this image in my Facebook account, so that your personalized agentic AI system will do it for you. So all the companies, the industry has advanced in such a way that nowadays they are thinking of designing one individual segmented uh, AI agent to support you. That is the level of intelligence the companies are thinking. So until and unless you know that how they are doing it, what are the benefits that I can get, how it is, the industry is evolving, how AI industry is evolving. If you are working in SAP, if AI, SAP Joule I need to use, how SAP BTP is working, all these things you'll get to know in this course. So the BTP is basically an integration platform which helps you, to create, to integrate the SAP with the AI platform. You can integrate any kind of database with the SAP and you can work on the AI tools. You can implement, for example, you want, say the same example for Tata Motors, right? So the sales head just wants to know that, okay, how much sales, how much manufacturing do I need to do to support the sales during the summer period, right? For say, for example, you're working for Pepsi, the client is Pepsi. So how do the manufacturing team will know that whether manufacturing of 200 bottles is sufficient or 250 or 175? Because manufacturing is on a continuous process. If any one of you are working on the SAP PP model, production planning or material management model, you would be knowing that it is the prediction of the manufacturing data is very critical. So how do you do that? This SAP AI system will help you to do that. How? Because this SAP AI system will tell you specifically that for the last 5 years, sir, the sales of Pepsi brand has been 100, 125, 140, 160, 180 bottles during the summer period. So it will give you a predictive idea that how much sales you can expect. And basis that expectation, basis that prediction, projection, the sales team will get back to the manufacturing team or the production team or the supply chain team that, sir, this is the sales that we are expecting basis the historical data which the SAP AI system is telling me. So you need to ramp up your manufacturing system, your production system, so that it is more than sufficient to support my sales during that period. So it's nowadays all the companies are moving into this direction. So the last company where I was working, I was leading the change management from SAP to S4HANA. These challenges we had faced, and we have helped them. We have developed a lot of agentic AI system, which was continuously finding out the abnormalities in the data, the trends in the data, the patterns in the data, and it actually helped us a lot because see, for an individual, suppose you are working as an analyst, right? Technical analyst or business analyst, if you have to work on last 3 years past data, okay, or if you have to suppose you are working on the last 3 to 5 years sales data, so it will take at least 5 to 6 hours for you to analyze those Excel sheets and find out the data patterns. Similar example, if you are writing some codes, suppose if you have joined a company recently and you have not received a proper handover takeover from the previous incumbent. So how do you start it? Your manager will tell you that, okay, Mr. ABC, you have just joined. You know that I know that you have 10 plus years experience, but this is the project where you have to work. Suppose you are working as you have joined as an ABAP engineer or ML engineer, AI ML engineer, or an SAP technical person, technical or functional. So how do you start with that? So within that organizations, the Microsoft Copilot, if you upload all the data sets, all the files, all the codes into the system, it will fetch you that historical data, that how far the project has progressed and where do you need to start, what is the starting point. Otherwise you'll be clueless, right? So these agentic AI, these AI systems are blessings for us because these are changing the landscapes to the infinite extent, and until and unless you grab the knowledge of these systems, you'll be left behind. Now, I'll like to delve upon on this, like what is the data-driven decision-making analytics, customer insights, and external AI, and what is the smart data visualization. It means that suppose nowadays how the retail companies work. Suppose if you are working in the SAP domain, you are just whatever manufacturing is done, whatever sales is done. Suppose SAP SD module is capturing all the sales detail, FICO module is capturing all the sales, all that profit and revenue model, MMPP is there doing their job, HRMS system is capturing all the employees data, making timely payout and all. So why the integration between all these modules is important? Because all of them are interrelated. Now AI comes at layer on top of this. AI system will tell an HR person that, okay, sir, if the project prediction for the next 3 4 quarters is less, the hiring also needs to be frozen. The hiring also needs to be reduced because we are not seeing so much of project in the next 3 to 6 quarters. That's why the recruitment can be paused for a certain time period. And how would it get to know about this? They will get to know about from the sales projections, right? The sales team gets the projects, that gets the talks to the clients and gets the projects. So they, if their funnel is low, if their prediction is low, if their projection is low, then the AI system will capture the data from the SAP SD module and throw it to the HRMS system so that everything is interlinked. Okay, and every all the system works in tandem. So that is why integration between SAP and AI is becoming very, very critical. And most of the companies, if you are talking about conglomerates like Adani, Reliance, and all these companies, they are moving ahead. And all the companies like PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, then Accenture, Capgemini, IBM, all these companies are they're serving their clients. Like all these big corporates are their clients, so they have to do it anyhow. Otherwise, they will lose the projects. And if you are trained enough on these topics, on these modules, on these concepts, you can be a preferable person to drive those projects. For example, suppose if there are 20 people in the similar level and they need a project manager, right, to drive this project. So if you are expertise in integrating between SAP and AI, if you know what is the business perspective, you, with the application of this knowledge after this course, you will get to know that what is the business application, whatever coding, whatever knowledge, whatever LLM, Python, database language, or SAP AI, SAP BTP, generative AI, whatever you'll be learning throughout this course, it will open up your eyes that how a client thinks, what is the expected output. You will not only get to know about only the technicalities of the details, you'll also get to know what is the business application of those technical concepts, of those codes, whatever you are creating, whatever you are generating, where is it being used. So if you have the combination of both the knowledge, you can be, you can be a person with great knowledge, and you will be one of the sought after person in this industry, because this SAP AI is one of the hottest topic nowadays, and companies are actually looking for personalities, individuals who can deliver these projects. Because I can tell you that all the big corporates are moving ahead with integrating AI with SAP, and they are looking for organization, IT companies who can implement these projects for them. If you're working in your organization, which is working for a client which is implementing the SAP system, you will be most sought after within your organization. Plus, if you are looking to explore opportunities outside your organization, these kind of domain knowledge will definitely give you a kickstart in this AI domain, right? So what is an AI and its applications? I have already explained. So in SAP, if the AI is embedded as an intelligent system in the SAP, it gives lot of value to the organization, because companies are not going to depend on PowerPoint, Excel, or Word file. Companies are moving into smart system, visible system, where the visuals are easy, right? I told you about one of the reason why the companies go for a process change. So first one was cost, definitely. Second one is process enhancements, right? So until and unless it is saving the time for me, it is enhancing the process, it is improving the day-to-day process, it is saving a lot of time, the company is not going to change any process. So if the company is implementing AI, integrating AI with the SAP, it's definitely the objective is that it is enhancing certain systems in the organization, which the company will definitely benefit in terms of cost, in terms of human cost, in terms of time savings, right? And in terms of delivery. If you're working on in the IT field, you always are under certain pressure, right? If you're delivering a project, working on some project, if the project needs to be completed within 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, you are definitely under pressure from the client side. That boss, I need to complete, and there is always a timeline. You follow a Gantt chart, you follow a timeline that 30% of the job needs to be completed within 6 months or 4 months. You follow certain timelines, right? So if any process change will enhance the performance of the entire system in totality, the company will definitely go for a process change. And third one, which is the most critical, is the user benefit. If it is going to enhance the user experience, the user can be internal as well as an external. For all of us must be using Zomato or Swiggy, right? So if the user interface is not interactive, and we find it a problematic one to search restaurants, to go to the page where I can select the menu, and it is very cumbersome for me to go to the payment page. It takes a lot of time. It will be a hassle for me, right? But all these apps, all these Swiggy and Zomato, all these things are very smooth, and the user interface is very attractive and very smooth for me. It's very easy for me to navigate from page 1 to page 2 to page 3. We also use a lot of apps in our lives which are very cumbersome to use, which are very difficult to use. For example, many government apps are there, like Umang. I don't know how many of you use the PF app Umang, right? So it's very difficult to use it. A lot of times it will log out, it will not log in, it will not take the password, it will ask you to change the password, you won't be able to find out the interface and all. So these are the challenges that you need to resolve, and this AI system will definitely help you to realize, to understand that why these are important and how you can change it, how you can be part of the big process change that is happening currently in your organization, or that is sooner or later going to come as a tsunami in your organization. If you are working in the technology field, you have to upgrade yourself anyhow. There is no other option. That is the only option. You have to learn and learn. I'm sure in your day-to-day life also, if you are in IT field, you must be doing a lot of certifications. You must be learning from different. You are taking reference from GitHubs. You must be learning from chatbots, Chat GPTs, Perplexities, Gemini for your day-to-day life, right? You all do. Even I also do. Everyone does. So learning is a continuous process, and this technical course is definitely going to help you to upskill your knowledge base. If you want to continue within your organization, definitely it will help you to get certain limelight, and it will definitely give you certain projects which will be more valuable for the organization, right? Because next 5 to 7 years is AI tsunami. And right now, this 2026, the first half is the correct, perfect time for you to learn these topics, to understand these topics, so that you grab the knowledge and you can be, the first few incumbents who can drive these projects. If you are looking to explore opportunities outside your organization, let me tell you, 1,000+ organizations are looking for SAP AI experts. Only SAP knowledge will not give you some miles, right? But if you know that how to use SAP BTP, AI, and all, this will definitely give you one mileage. Now, we'll be talking about Python and these models, how we is going to help you, how data analytics is done, how AI is helping to do analysts do their job better, how you can not only find out your internal organization data, but how you can integrate external data, industry data, competition data. Nowadays, all the companies' financial performance are available in the website, right? So if you're working for a bank, suppose you're working in HDFC Bank, and if you want to analyze if you want to predict or project your sales for the next 2 quarters, you can definitely get financial performance data of ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, SBI, Canada Bank, multiple competitors, and you can just analyze using this AI tool. You can integrate this SAP and AI and do extensive research and analysis to do your prediction. Okay, companies are investing huge money, billions of money, for finding out the patterns, to do fraud detection, to do in healthcare industry is a multi-trillion-dollar business where the companies are looking for expert people like you who are expert in implementing AI processes, AI agents in their organization, so which will interact with customer and find out the data patterns. It will make the job of the company much simpler. It will reduce their cost in terms of human, in terms of system, in terms of infrastructure. The delivery time, the turnaround time for those companies to the patients, to their customers, will reduce down drastically, and they will win big orders, right? So this course definitely will open up huge space for you. Okay, and you can go through it, and we'll discuss about the same. I'll show you one small demo, like what we are actually going to do. So just give me 1 minute. See, we are going to use the SAP BTP, right? In this BTP, I'll show you how we are going to create a Kubernetes environment. That is one of the AI environment. We'll also be creating certain Cloud Foundry environment, which is also an application of AI. So I'll take you through user ID creation and everything, wherein we'll be logging to this, and we'll be creating certain accounts where you will be working. I'll give you small projects to do in this. Say if you can create your global account, you can create multiple development space, you can create your own apps, you can create your websites where you can display anything, right? So this is a application of the SAP BTP, which we shall be using once you register for the course. And so yeah, so this is the during the course you can expect to understand details about how Python works, how different LLM works, how mostly see all the companies who are working in the SAP field. If you're working on the BTP, you will be using this BTP only, this trial version. So I'll be showing you how it's done, how users can be created, how you can create your own apps, own websites, right? So, uh, I'll definitely recommend you to take up this course, and I'll tell you about the organization where we have currently connected. Like Visual Path is one of the topmost. It is focused on the training, technology training. It's working since 2007. It's a very old organization in this field, and they have served, I think, lakhs of students who are freshers as well as working corporates. They have changed the career scope, all those individuals who have pursued certain courses with Visual Path. And like me, like there are a lot of intelligent, lot of well-versed industry trainers who are associated with Visual Path, like me. And their training methodologies are different. Our training methodologies is completely different from other training organizations. So all of the trainers are well equipped, and they are not only are they'll not only will tell you about practical, like theoretical things. They will take you through different hands-on projects, different practical orientation, different business approach, how those technical concepts are actually implemented in day-to-day business life. And all of these sessions will be live sessions. There will not be any recorded sessions. Every class will be recorded, and those recordings will be shared with you for revision. There will be doubt clearing sessions on Saturdays, depending on the availability of the trainer and the students who will be pursuing this course. There will be daily assignments. We will be learning a lot of interesting things throughout this course. I'll so through this course, I'll try to ensure that you don't have to remember anything after. See, normally when you take up a technical course, we find it sometimes we find it difficult to remember that what exactly codes you have written, what is the process. So you go back to the recordings, right? So this course, the way we are taking this class, this SAPI, it is completely practical oriented, completely hands-on, so that it is completely imbibed within your brain, so that you never forget it. I'll definitely give you the practical application of it. What is the output, whatever you are doing, so that suppose, for example, the same case of Zomato, right? What is the backend? Whatever Joule SAP systems are working, they're working on CRM system, ERP systems. They're working on core data services. They are doing data integration. The other ABAP system is working. BTP is working behind the user interface, and it is interacting with the SAP, which is at the backend of the Zomato's data server, whether it's an on-premise or cloud. Then it is, for example, there are 5 users, A, B, C, D, and E. All are located in Hyderabad, and two of them are looking for masala dosa, which are priced below 200 rupees from a restaurant which is of a 5-star rating. Three of them are looking for a North Indian food within a North India combo meal, veg combo meal, which are priced within 250 rupees and which are having a rating of 5-star plus. So at the same time, simultaneously, from the user interface, all the 5 users are using the same Zomato app, right? So those requests are taken care of by the ABAP system, which goes back to the main server, the main SAP server, where the BTP system is working, the AI agentic system is standing, and it is finding out from those patterns, from the request, that what is the suggested restaurant list that I should throw to user A and B and to user C, D, and E, depending on their request. And everything, whenever you are searching anything in Zomato, the result just comes within few microseconds, right? So all these things are working in the backend. So this way, I'll explain the practical applications of all this technology, all these technical concepts, so that you remember everything, so that whenever there is any discussion within your organization, or whether you are appearing for some interview in this domain, if suppose you are working on functional module and you are appearing for an interview on SAP AI domain after this course. So definitely using all these examples, you can explain to your interviewer, so that he also gets to know that yes, you are expert in this field, and you not only are aware about the technical concept, but additionally you are much more confident about the outcome, the expectation of the client. So many of the cases you also must be facing that the client is not sharing the correct requirement. The information gathering takes a lot of time. So if you are aware about what can be the client's expectation, which I'll tell you throughout this course, definitely you can guide your technical team. Definitely you can drive them to manage the timeline, and from the client side, whatever is the expectation, you can deliver it on time with 100% accuracy and with top notch expertise. So that is the purpose of this course. So visual path definitely is one of the pioneers. If you pursue this course, definitely it's going to help you. And there will be few projects, and the time the will also help you with preparation of your resumes. I'm sure that you have created your own resumes through different services of different companies are there, like Naukri Pro is there, ChatGPT is there, Perplexity is there, Gemini is there. You must be upgrading your resume, but definitely from Visual Path, we'll also be guiding you, will be helping you to create certain curated resumes, which will help you to get a job in this line, in this domain. And we'll also tell you that how to search for those jobs, which are the definite keywords, which using the AI system will put those words in your resume so that your resume is picked up by the recruiter and you get to appear for different interviews and you crack one of them, right? So definitely, I'll coming back to the batch. The batches will start most probably from Monday or Tuesday next week, and it will be an evening batch. Definitely, as it's an exclusive concept, the seats will be limited, and it will be great if you can register it beforehand. And yes, so that is it from my end, and I'm sure that uh, the knowledge and understanding of the last 45-50 minutes was great. And if you have any query or doubts, you can just raise and ask me, and otherwise we can close the call. Uh, if you want to know something else about the batch and the course contents, you can get back to the uh, visual path team. Definitely you must be in touch with some of them, so definitely you can get back to them today itself, and if you're interested you can enroll yourself. And definitely there will be a lot of theoretical, lot of practical hands-on applications that we'll be going to learn throughout this course. So anyone is having any query on this course content, then you can raise your hand and
Yes.
you, yeah, please.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, after going through this training, will we be able to give SAP Generative AI Developer certification?
Regarding the certification, you can speak to the Visual Path team. What I can tell you that throughout this course, technically, you will be getting to know about how generative AI is implemented in SAP, what are the benefits, how you can do it, what are the value addition that generative AI with SAP integration is doing. Regarding the certification, I am sure that the certificate that Visual Path will give you, you can discuss with them.
No, no. SAP has recently came up with a new certificate pattern. So,
Right.
are we be discussing anything or on it? Because it's whatever you showed just right. SAP AI Core and SAP AI Launchpad, Generative AI have only those large language models, and these interfaces will be taken into the certification. So, I'm just asking, like, will you be in a position to give the certification?
Yeah. So see, for official SAP certification, there is a different process. I'm sure you know
Oh,
about that. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So see, so if you want the SAP Global certificate, you definitely have to appear for the SAP Global exam that is there. You can
Okay.
register there. I'm sure Visual Path team will guide you. For apart from that, it's obviously enabled SAP enabled certificate that will be getting from Visual Path. But for official, say official global SAP certificate can only be given by SAP company. No other
Yeah.
agency or no other institute can give that, right? They can say
Yeah.
that it's a SAP enrolled, SAP integrated, SAP student program, SAP course enrollment, all these things, all the institutes, you go to any institute, they will tell you that. But official SAP global certificate can only be given by SAP global organization, no one else.
Got it.
And for
Actually, I
that,
mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have recently changed the content. They have recently changed the
Yeah.
module. It is more of a practical oriented thing that they have launched.
Exactly.
So yeah, so that we can discuss. That I'll definitely guide you how to do that. So that's not a concern at all.
Okay. I'm a actually native HANA modeler. So I did most of the work on calculation views and every other thing directly on the database.
Mhm.
So right now I'm planning to get upskill into this AI in SAP. So am I in a right way, or are there any prerequisites for this?
See, if you have worked on the SAP domain already, if you know how to handle database and all, how to extract data, I'm
Yeah.
sure you would be working on BODS, right?
Yes. Yeah. I worked on BODS also.
Yeah, yeah. So BODS is fantastic tool with the application integration with AI. Definitely, it will 100% will upskill your profile because see, BODS is something where you are working with multiple database, right? And
Yeah.
all these companies are database is the only thing. Data or information is the real asset nowadays for all the organization, and it is the
Yeah.
most secured component of any organization nowadays. So if you know how to handle database, how to extract database, how to transform that database, how to load that database from SAP to S/4HANA system or Oracle system or DB system, and if you know how AI system, how agentic AI or AI system can help me to do it a faster way, better way, more efficient way, definitely it will help you to upskill your career, whether within your organization or outside your organization. Definitely, it will
Yeah.
be a deadly combination for you. I can tell you that.
Okay. So this AI core and AI launchpad, all these interfaces will be well versed after completing this training, right?
100%. See, this AI course is, it actually comprises of lot of technical aspects. Like, see, we'll also discuss about how Python works and what is an LLM, what is an unsecured and secured server, and what is a on-premise, what is cloud. Basic concepts we'll definitely discuss. And most importantly is the practical application, which you will be able to explain during the interview. That is the most important part.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because if the companies are moving ahead with the application of AI, see, all of us talk about AI, Python, AI, ML, but 90% of the people don't know that what is the application of it. Why the companies
Yeah.
are actually recruiting people who know all these things, right? So if you are from that background who is looking to upgrade to a project manager role, managerial role, team management role, right now, if you are into an individual contributor and if you are trying to move to a team leader kind of role, if you are already not into that level, this will definitely help you because you can command a great deal of salary in the market because there is a scarcity or dearth of SAP AI individuals in the market. You can search for it because all the companies, if you're in the IT field, as I told you, all the conglomerates are going for SAP plus AI because it is helping them reduce cost and improve the efficiency to a great extent. So all these companies are must be working with some IT partners, whether it's an IBM or PwC or Deloitte or KPMG or Capgemini or whatever it is, where many of you might be working. So if you are an individual driving a project, handling a client, say Siemens, if you are handling Siemens, if you are handling Tata Motors, if you are handling Reliance, and if you say that, sir, I know what is the how to integrate between SAP and AI and how application of AI can actually help you to create much more clean data, much more process efficient data, that the client will understand and definitely he will pick you up to drive that project. This way you can sell yourself, your profile, your products, your company to the client's end, and this will definitely give you a kickstart in career in AI.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That's it from my end.
Yeah,
I have one query. I'm
sure.
currently leading SAP CRM team, so which
Okay.
is mostly into testing part.
Okay.
So will it be useful for me if I just learn this course and apply? Anyway, we are using AI also,
Okay.
so for creating test cases and other things.
Yeah.
So will it be useful for me? Kindly advise me
Sure.
on this.
Sure. See, for in general, if any one of you are working on any kind of SAP module, whether it's a ABAP, CDS, BODS, RAP, or any module you are working, whether it's a technical or functional module, say MM, PP, SD, HR, MS, anything, this integration with AI is going to come within next 3 to 4 months. Nowadays, if you see, when we used to check LinkedIn, right? in
Yes.
the LinkedIn, even in 2024-25, the posts from many of the CEOs or founders about AI was very minimal. We could hardly find any posts about AI. But nowadays, once you open up LinkedIn, everybody is posting about AI, right? AI is doing that, AI is doing that, AI is helping in this way, AI agents are doing in that way. So there is a storm already in this marketplace, which the companies are adopting. If you have this knowledge, you will definitely have a great command, because it will be a foolish thing to ignore AI. See, you have to learn AI definitely in this course, definitely in this month, or maybe after 3 months, or maybe after 6 months. That is definitely you have to learn. Otherwise, as if the companies are moving into that domain, if they are integrating, so it is not only with SAP. They will also integrate with ERP. They will also integrate with CRM. Nowadays, companies are also giving AI enabled Excels, right?
Exactly.
You do a lot of macros in your Excel. You do pivot, we look up all these basic formulas, macros in your Excel, right? We used to do. So now companies are also integrating Excel with AI. Can you imagine that? So AI is everywhere. How you use it in your day-to-day life, that you need to figure out. I am Once we start the course, I'll get to know about what you are doing exactly in your organization. Then I can guide you individually one to one, that how you can utilize the benefit of this course, and how you can use those knowledge or those concepts in your day-to-day life to a extent. So that I can do. As of now, in general, for anyone who is working in the technical field, definitely you have to learn it. If someone is working in the managerial domain, he is leading the team, he himself is not writing any code, definitely with the application of AI, you can drive your team. The timelines will be met definitely for all the projects. It will be much more accurate for you, because human intervention will reduce. I'm sure, Prakash, that wherever you're working, if you're leading a team of 5 to 6 people or maybe more, I don't know,
Yes.
you will have, after this appraisal season,